Hello out there to all of my fellow gold diggers. This is your girl Rita, also known as the self-proclaimed gold digger. Welcome to my channel where I discuss my life as a wife, mom, entrepreneur, and business owner, all while trying to crush and achieve my goals. Thank you so much for joining me on today. If this is your first time seeing me, welcome to my channel. I am so happy to have you. Before we get into the video, I'm going to definitely ask you to subscribe if you like what you see and you find this information helpful. Please feel free to share it with a friend. I am on a journey of trying to get to 500 subscribers, and I would definitely appreciate your help if you can help me reach that goal. So thank you in advance if you do subscribe, or if you share or like or whatever with a friend. Like I said, I definitely appreciate it. All right, but today's video is I'm going to be telling you about how I was able to increase my credit score over 100 points in just 1 month. 1 month. Yes, I'm just as surprised as y'all are, okay? Just as surprised as y'all are. But in 1 month, I increased my credit score over 100 points. Now, in some of my other videos, y'all know I have been testing out side hustles. I've been doing side hustles for different reasons. One of them is like for my kids. One of them is I have different financial goals, things I want to do, also certain businesses and stuff that I want to create as well. But another very important reason that I'm doing some of these side hustles is because I have 6 figures worth of student loan debt. So check out that video if you have not seen that. So yeah, I'm trying to tackle this debt as well. So yeah, I'm doing different side hustles. Now, I mentioned that because part of the reason why I started working on my credit score is because my credit score was bad. So I had taken a course, a financial peace course. A lot of y'all might be familiar with Dave Ramsey or whatever. And he advocates that you do not really need a credit score at all. It's not important. He advocates for you paying in cash. And I have been doing a lot of things in cash. If y'all seen some of my previous videos and that kind of thing, I talk about the cash and my envelope system and things like that as well. So I was following Dave Ramsey's philosophy that you did not need a credit score. He said his credit score is 0. So that was my goal. I'm trying to get my credit score to 0 and trying to use cash only. But since then, I have realized I'm not trying to get my credit score to 0. Dave Ramsey, I like a lot of his stuff, but there's some stuff that I don't necessarily agree with anymore. And the credit score and the credit card usage is one of them. Just because I realize, there's different things where I need my credit to be pretty good. Also, not only, and I can't put the whole thing on him, not only was I trying to get my credit score to 0, but also I had a business as well. So with different business expenses and things like that, certain things caused a hit to my credit score, which at the time I really didn't mind too much because, like I said, my goal was to get it to 0, okay? I was trying to get the credit score to 0. But since then, I have learned and grown and I realized that at this point that I am in my life, I really do need a decent credit score. Now, maybe later on, I won't need a credit score, and it's okay if my credit score is 0, and that is the point that Dave Ramsey is at in his life, but I am not there in my life. And I also have learned as well that yes, there are ways for you to get certain things, whether it's a house or different financing, without having to give them your credit score. But it is a Hey guys, this is your girl Rita, also known as the self-proclaimed gold digger, and I wanted to share with you about an app I use to save money on gas. Every time I purchase gas using the app Get Upside, I save a certain amount off for each gallon purchase. And if you use my code Q5G5Q, when you make your first purchase, you'll save 15 cents off for every gallon you buy. That code, once again, is Q5G5Q. The app is called Get Upside. So you might as well save money on things that you're already purchasing. And with these COVID streets opening up, I know a lot of you are traveling more and more. So Save money on that gas. Get the app, get Upside, put in the code Q5G5Q. Save 15 cents off of every gallon when you make your first purchase. All right. So let's get out there and let's save some money, guys. Other things that you must do or other things that you must produce that will require a little bit more work than them just being able to easily pull your credit score. Most people go by the credit score because it's something that they can easily pull and see. But yes, there are other ways for you to obtain financing and stuff without providing people with your credit score. It just requires a few extra steps. So I do realize that. So I'm not trying to say that Dave Ramsey is totally wrong, that you don't need a credit score and all that kind of stuff or whatever, and but the way he is framing it and thinking about it, I am deviating from that. So I have not, with that being said, I was trying to get my credit score to 0. Also, I had not used any credit probably in 2, maybe even 3 years. So I didn't have a credit card or anything, wasn't opening up new credit or anything like that, trying to stay away from it. But I watched a documentary on Money Explained recently, over probably back in May. I think that's when it came out. And I did a review on that docu-series, and they talked about credit cards. And yes, they explain, the credit card companies are making money, but they also said that people who don't use credit cards, who are using cash, we're paying extra money. People who are using cash are actually paying extra money because the businesses have already increased their prices to account for the fees that they are charged when someone uses their credit card or whatever. So I'm like, well, dang, I should just be using a credit card in general. So that was another kind of turning point. Also, I was also shifting my thinking away from some of Dave Ramsey's philosophies in general. So yeah, and once I saw what my credit score was, I was like, yeah, let me try and get this up. So in total transparency, at the time, my credit score was at like 555, and it had been there for a while. Because like I said, I was trying to get it to 0. And so once I made the decision that, hey, I want to improve my credit score, I was like, well, what can I do to improve it? The only way to improve your credit score is to get credit. Which the whole, it's a whole repetitive cycle or whatever. So to get credit, and I was like, I don't even know if I can get credit now because my credit score is so bad since I've been trying to get it as low as possible. Am I even going to get credit? But anyway, I did get approved for a credit card. So I applied for a credit card to try and see if I could use that to improve my credit. Because like I said, you have to have credit to improve your credit score. So I applied for a credit card, got a credit card. As I mentioned previously, I do have some side hustles. So I was like, oh, I'll just use this credit card for any expenses for my side hustle businesses or whatever. So did that, and I would pay the balance off within a week. So at the end of each week, I would pay the balance off and everything so that it didn't look like I had a carryover balance on my credit card or whatever. Literally, y'all, I just did this because I've only had the credit card for like a month and a half, maybe not even 2 months, okay? So, and even once I got it, I didn't even activate it or anything like that. So I really have only started using it probably in the past month or so or whatever, using it. And like I said, I paid it off each time. So every week I paid it off. Y'all, I checked my credit score for the end of August, and it increased over 100 points. 100 points for the credit bureau that I was looking at. It increased 109 points. I said, say what now? Because they use different point systems. So then I went and looked at the other credit bureaus as well, and each of them, it was at least 100 points. One of them was like 103. One of them, I think it was like 105 or 106 or something like that. But all of them were over 100 points. I was like, this is crazy. So I said all that to say, there are ways to improve your credit score. Don't pay those people to get your credit improved or whatever. yeah, I wouldn't really do that. I don't necessarily have the formula for what you need to do to improve your credit score, but that is what I did to improve my credit score. And I'm going to continue that process where I just pay off the balance each week so that I don't carry over a balance. And I'm going to see how much more it increases, because I don't know how much. I mean, I know there's still room for it to increase, but I don't know how much more it's going to increase, because even with some of those programs, they're like, they can only increase it like 10 or 15. I haven't really seen anybody say they can increase it over like 20 points or whatever. So I'm really, really surprised that mine jumped 100 points. All right. So shout out to the Budgetnista too, because she's like, you can make your credit score jump like Jordan. And that's what I did. I made my credit score jump like Jordan. Like, wow, that was just totally awesome. All right, so that is all I have for now. Just want to share how I was able to improve my credit. Still working on improving my credit score as well. But this is your girl Rita, also known as the self-proclaimed gold digger. Until next time, take care, everyone.